we do codes that we've got, P0302 and P0300. These NGKs. So you can see, not really, what can you see from here? What are we looking at? Looking down there, aren't we? Right, so that's one of the coils. So if you see, you look at your dipstick, you got your coils. That's 1, 2 and 3 in there. Right, so I use a 10mm socket and a 1/4 drive. Undo these bolts here, see there, 10mm bolt, that's what holds the coils in. Also, this little tab here, I just lift up with a pick. There's a pick, so I'll get it under the tab, if we can. So it lifts there, it's lifted, and then give it a little slide out, and it should find its way out. Let's see if I can rest you there. Oh, that's good, look at it. So lift up the tab and pull it out. And then undo these 10mm. Right, what I'll do is I'll get them out and then I'll come back to you once I've got the coils out. I've got 1 and 2 out, as you can see. Number 3, there's a little bit of pipe here. There we go. This piece of pipe, which off this bit. I normally just try and wiggle that out and off, which just makes getting onto number 3 easier. Let's see if it's going to come off. Right, here it is. That piece of pipe there. And now we've got a lot more room to go on to number 3 there. Right, so they're the 3 coils. As you can see, they're all a little bit oily on the ends, and these have a tendency to leak oil from the top of the rocker cover where they've got the little oil seals. So yeah, that was a 10mm 1/4 drive I used to undo these. Now let's have a go at getting the spark plugs out. Right, so there's the plugs, the part number. Now what I use is this. It's a 16mm socket with a wobbly on it and an extension. Probably get away with a short extension. I'm going to try that. There's probably a tool for these. Anyway, this one fits nicely in the 16mm socket. I'll get that set up in the spark plug hole, and I'll show you what the score is with it. It's just going to be too difficult to film, I think. We'll see. So I've gone for a short extension. There we go. What I need to do, let's do it on this one first. I just as you can see, or not, that is in the spark plug hole there. So I won't film you or film me undoing them, but that's basically how they go. And then once they're undone, I'll use a magnet to fish them out. Fish these plugs out. That's one. So I'll just use this little magnet to do it. As you can see, it's already pull the other two out. These are Denso ones that are in it. We're going to put NGKs back in it though. You can see that's number 2 cylinder there, and that's number 1 there. Or vice versa, sorry, that was 3 and 2. God dear. I'm just about to take number 1 out now. I think with these cabriolet ones, there's a lot less room, you're kind of half laying down. Let's pull this one out now. The trusty magnet. Yeah, as you can see, full of oil, just where the gasket's leaking in there and the water flow down. We'll make the customer aware, because that will give misfire issues at some point when it gets enough oil in the hull. So what I'll do now, I'm going to spin it over quick, that blow all the crap out the holes. Just turn it over quickly. And then I'll put in the new plugs. Check they're the same. I need to check them gaps. And when you put them in, don't just, that's the third one, when you put them in, don't just drop them in the hole. And for that, here's my little gripper tool. Uno. Now we know the plug that was dodgy was a number 2 cylinder, so that's the coil that I'm going to replace. Now, as I said earlier, probably get away without replacing that coil, but I've had these before where I've had misfires and just changed the plugs out, and within a couple of months they're coming back for the coil, so there's no point in messing about. I spoke to the customer, so it's having a coil with number 2 cylinder. And it's an NGK coil. This was number 2. So that's 3 and that's 1. And putting the coils back in is literally the reverse of taking them out. Not many holes. Right, so plugs are installed, coils are installed. Let's run it. Oh, I say coils. 2 original ones and 1 new one. So hopefully the battery's going to be alright. I might have to bung the charger on it again. Did seem a bit low earlier. That's my big finger. Let's see what we got. Oh. Whew. Yeah, let's bung that battery on charge for a minute. Charger's doing its thing. That sounds better. Sounds a lot better. Alright, let's read them codes. So we're going to go with this one. It's the Maxi Check. It's not 907, it's a MX900. It's this sort of thing that makes the day take longer. So we do auto VIN, should do it. Smart, that gives us more options, you notice that? Go to standalone, okay. Yes. Rest of the world. Cabriolet. Oh, it's the. I think it's a 45. Left hand steering. Let's just go for that. I think if I the PCM info, PID info is going to be the same anyway. Diag. Yes. Auto scan. See what it's going to come back with that. Right, so we was in motor electrics is what we wanted to look at, which we weren't getting in with the other one. Trouble codes. No fault codes. Live data. Engine sensors. Has it got knock sensor or anything? No. But we know there's no faults in there now. So it looks like that has fixed that nasty P0300, P0302 fault. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. It's a bit hard to film in some places, but basically that's how to change the coils, how to change the plugs, and we diagnosed and fixed the P0302, P0300 fault code. You could probably get away with set plugs, but I don't recommend it because you will be going back in there and changing that coil not too long after. I've had it before on more than one smart car. So I hope that's helped you out. If you had them fault codes or similar fault codes, any P0300, P0301, 02 or 03, I was going to say 04, but they're only 3 cylinders. Anyway, if you like what I'm doing, please Like, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified of new videos as and when they come out, and please leave your comments, questions in the box below, and thanks for watching.